Screen Rant. We love you. Not really. So Leia Organa becomes Rey's Jedi Master in new Star Wars story. So this apparently was done at New York Comic Con. Why are we inserting this in the Star Wars universe? Seriously, they are still trying to make Rey relevant. Now, real Star Wars fans will know Rey is not relevant. Everyone knows. Forget the Mary Sue, forget all this crap. There is a story to this. There is always a story to a Star Wars story. Okay. If you take, for example, the Expanded Universe, and you take what I'm reading right now, I'm reading the Darth Bane trilogy. That's an arc. That's a story. Okay, and it's explained why, spoiler alert, his powers are a bit more than others. Okay, I'm only on the second book. I have also ordered, and they have arrived, Lost Tribe of the Sith, the collected stories, and also Raven. And also Dawn of the Jedi is coming, because I'm curious to get into this. I am not curious about this whatsoever. Star Wars is finally telling the Princess Leia story we've always wanted to see. Who is my question? Who has wanted to see this story? In the original trilogy, we all loved Princess Leia for who she was. She was cunning, she was witty, she was a pain in the ass. You know, it was everything we loved. Revealing what she was like as a Jedi Master. When was it ever indicated she was a Jedi Master? Even in the sequel trilogy, when? Is this again an expanded universe that I don't know about? Because this is not the expanded universe I want to get into. Luke Skywalker may be famed Jedi Master, but his sister possessed all his power and potential. She demonstrated this in The Last Jedi, when to become Rey's mentor ahead of the rise of Palpatine. Is they talking about the Mary Sue moment? Sorry, the Mary Poppins moment? Is that where she had her full potential, Leia? Seriously? And if for those of you that don't know, I've got it on good authority. That was a Kathleen Kennedy insert. That she wanted that. She wanted Leia to be Mary Poppins. Of course, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. You know, she died before The Rise of Skywalker could be filmed. And the footage they used was archive footage. But this is just... They're trying everything they can to make it relevant. Okay. That's what they're trying to do. The Lucasfilm Publishing panel at what I said New York Comic Con featured a thrilling announcement. Best-selling author Madeleine Rocks has penned a new novel, Legacy. Wasn't Superman supposed to be called Legacy? That would show what Leia was like as Jedi Master, but she did not become a Jedi Master. Where are they getting this from? Again, I've not gone into the New High Republic saga, because I do not want to. They keep pushing it. Every book I get, there's like a little first, like chapter or two chapters of, what is it? Is it The Light of the Jedi or something? I don't know. I really don't care. This just pisses me off. It really pisses me off. Because we're getting to the point now where I never watched it. I watched the original trilogy. The first film I watched when I was 6 on VHS before it was called A New Hope. I got the Star Wars trilogy. Shout out to my parents. Special edition. I didn't even know there was 2 other films. I never, ever thought of Leia as a Jedi. Let's look at the synopsis. After barely escaping the First Order on Crate, Rey and the Resistance are struggling to rebuild. Her friends need the Last Jedi more than ever, but Rey feels alone and overwhelmed. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, this takes place between Last Jedi and the Rise of Palpatine. Sorry, guys, I had to redo it because I couldn't get through that without saying trans. Tradition is built on masters and apprentices, and Rey's teacher is gone. Leia Organa tries her best to train Rey in the ways of the Force, as Luke did for her so many years ago. But Leia's knowledge is limited. Again, I've not got into that expanded universe yet. I don't know if Luke trained Leia or not. We know from Rise of Skywalker, Palpatine, there was something Rey's lightsaber is broken, and the specter of Kylo Ren and regrets from the past haunt them both. How can they pass the torch when herself is unsure of the way? Yeah, I've heard things, but Rey and Leia's mentorship is put to the test when they discover the temple on Tython is filled with obscure clues to decipher and arcane trials to complete. As they work to unravel the temple's mysteries, they encounter a group of refugees living in its shadow, hiding from a First Order officer hot on the trail, the two freedom fighters in their midst. The threat of the First Order looming and the secrets of the temple yet to be unlocked. Newly forged master and apprentice must confront their past, reach each other in the present, and decide what is meant to carry the legacy of the Jedi into the future. Again, if you've read a bit of Expanded Universe like I have, I'm not that in-depth into it, but I've read Knight Errant. I've read, I said, I'm in the Rule of Two. I've read Path of Destruction. So this is a common theme. Going into something, and okay, we've got to find a temple, we've got to find this, we've got to find that. It's a common theme. Again, you're taking something from before and put it into your own, which is also possible because, as George Lucas said, it's poetry. But when you're literally taking things that Kathleen Kennedy herself has said, it's not part of the expanded universe does not exist, but put it into your new thing. That's what pisses us off as fans. And Leia and Rey will have a rocky start. Of course they will. Of course they will. I'm not even going to read it, to be honest. You can just look at it. You can read it for yourself. I'm really getting pissed off with this shit. Really getting pissed off with these characters. They're trying to make Rey a big deal. No one cares. In the first book about Darth Bane, I was hooked. Completely hooked. You need to get these two people to like each other and be almost like mother and daughter, mentor and apprentice. Again, in The Force Awakens, when spoiler alert, Han Solo dies and she comes back, then we were questioning, why is she hugging Rey and not Chewbacca? But you're putting this in between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Palpatine. But where was that relationship established to begin with? There was nothing on screen. We should not have to do homework to establish these characters. Okay, or what the characters stand for. It should be on screen. I did not need extra work for Luke Skywalker. And some people argue, but you need to Revenge of the Sith. I actually have the Dark Lord trilogy. Labyrinth of Evil, Revenge of the Sith, Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader, right here. Now, if it does add to it, fantastic. This was George Lucas's mistake. He added or tried to put too much into one film. We didn't need the first film with Anakin being a kid, in my opinion. It could have gone straight into Clone Wars, even if, okay, I love Qui-Gon Jinn and I love Darth Maul. But the story could have been, again, something that would have happened before Expanded Universe. It did not need it. It did not need it. And they have to go on this journey together and really learn to lean on each other through it. Sort of like a get-along shirt. That's the vibe of the book. And there's actually more Kylo Ren, another sequel trilogy, Heroes. I don't know, guys, what you think. I think, again, this is a play to try and get Rey more involved because, of course, the rumor of her having her own film, or she's going to be in the new film, if you don't know, with Ryan Gosling, Starfighter. I want to say Starkiller. If you don't know, guys, Starkiller was the original name of Skykiller. Sorry, was the original name of Luke Skywalker. It was Skykiller. So I don't know. What's going on here? Seriously. Guys, just go back to the basics, make good books. I'm really looking forward to reading Revan and finishing off the Darth Bane trilogy. This, for me, is the only Star Wars I want. Let me know, guys, what you think. I'll see you soon.